What's the word, kinky ass niggas? How y'all doing today? Welcome to Box Out, where we box out your bullshit, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your cousin, your auntie, your granny, your whoever, your neighbor, shit, your daughter. If you're pregnant, the little seed in your stomach. We boxing out they bullshit.
But regardless of that, today we are back at it again with another anime episode.
Back at it again with the white vans.
Damn, Daniel. But regardless of that, today, the first topic we're going to talk about what is anime and what qualifies anime. So, what brings us up, what make us think of this topic is the great debate about the shows that come in an anime type style that aren't considered anime.
Like, we have like shows, because Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon, they had shows like Avatar is a big one, Ben 10, you got Beyblade, Digimon, fucking Pokemon. Like, all those shows, like, what is considered, like, people even consider Boondocks from Adult Swim in the anime. So we want to clear what's an anime, what's a cartoon.
So when we go to the definition of anime just means cartoon, right? So
let's look it up so we can verify.
No, I know that it means anime is the Asian word, basically equivalent of animation, cartoon.
Right.
I know that for a fact. But when Westerners, when otakus and stuff, they say anime, we mean shows that originally come from an Asian audience that was created over there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's an anime. It may have an anime quote unquote art style that's fond of an Eastern style, or you wouldn't say anime art style. You would say it'll have a Eastern art style. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like similar to the what we would call anime, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's still just a cartoon. I am partially one of them people that believe it's not anime because it didn't come from over there. But also at the same time, I understand that anime just means cartoon, so technically it is an anime.
Like, also one thing that I look at is like, who is it targeted for? So like, yeah, Dragon Ball Z was targeted for like as kids, boys,
teenagers, and stuff like that.
Adults,
too.
Like, I feel like Dragon Ball Z and even like Berserk, I feel like that's
called shonen.
Right.
It was more for a male audience.
Like,
and then if it's like dating stuff,
for the females.
Yeah, like Fruit Basket and stuff like that, shoujo.
Like, I feel like if it's aimed for the adults, I feel like that's more of a anime. If it's aimed for the kids in a way, it's aimed for that would make that statement kind of contradicts itself because adults still watch Avatar and like certain shit that kids watch, and kids still watch shit that adults watch. So it's kind of like the argument is kind of tricky. It's just like, it's basically opinion based.
The viewers, they watch things that quote unquote that aren't for them, and they're what they're not supposed to be watching. Like, we have shows that are meant for kids, mm-hmm. but adults are watching them and critiquing them. And then we have shows for adults that kids are watching and critiquing and having opinions on. You know what I'm saying? And technically, even though it it's not for them, so like, does that make? I'm not saying that invalidates their opinion, but like, they don't really care about it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
They only care if it flourishes with communities that they thought it would attune to, and they're making money off of you, and they want to continue to make money off of you. That's what they care about.
Also, I feel like a cartoon doesn't really have a story. So like, in a way, like, if you look at SpongeBob or fucking
you're talking about like the actual like layout of the cartoon, like,
yeah,
it's like it's just episode
by episode.
Yeah, it's not it's like, even though it's all contained together and they do like callbacks and stuff like that, it's normally like the episodes don't connect
tie into each other.
Yeah.
Right.
it just should be happening compared to something with an actual overarching story and plot.
Like, if this happened, it's important that you remember that this happened because it's going to be brought up in the next episode, or it's going to be mentioned in a way further on down the road.
True, but I would say like some anime is kind of like that, like slice of life. You would say like it's this one thing is like The Way of the House Husband, and this is spoiler. He a dude that used to be a part of Yakuza, and now he's a house husband, and he's really good at it. He can clean the house, cook. You know what I'm saying? A lot of his skills from his old life transferred to his new life. So basically, it just like it's very epic. It's not epic, so like it references things that already done happen and stuff like that. But like it just stuff be happening in the show. It's on Netflix. You can catch it there. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like a clip show. It's not really even anime. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like it's like mainly still frames and stuff popping up in the background. You know what I'm saying? Like you remember like them old 2000 shows that were made on Flash.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it's kind of like. You know what I'm saying? And even though it's a story, it's mainly like SpongeBob because it just be shit happening. Like it's storming scenarios, and then see what he do, and it just happened that the scenario may line up to him because he used to do that when he was when he used to be a mafia. Like he was a mafioso, so he used to stab people and cut people up and do crazy, like very gory. Sorry for that. And like, you know, just what the mafia do. They do lots of bad things to people. But due to him being using a knife in those ways, he was able to use those skills to make sushi for the older ladies in the community and feed people and make them happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like I said earlier, transferable skills. They're like, you know, they align to other things. Like, it's other things he did. Like, he's able to correctly measure things and make recipes and cook things up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you get it. Like, he able to, you know, it just all line up.
Okay, so this is random, and I was only bring this up because we talk about the differences between cartoons and anime.
Mm-hmm.
I seen a valid point that because I think Sonic came out before Dragon Ball Z, if I'm correct, or Dragon Ball Z came out before it.
So basically Super Saiyan came out. The cartoon was out before the I think the anime was out before the game, but the game had came out before the anime, but it was around the same time. But basically, Goku was first.
Okay, because you know what I'm saying.
It's just the timing, everything. It was like it started and Super Saiyan had came out like right before the game had got released.
So for those that don't understand what we're talking about, I seen a video. If I ever find a dude's name, I'll give him credit. But basically, he was comparing how Sonic and Dragon Ball Z is very alike because one, how Goku turns Super Saiyan, Sonic turns I don't know what, but he turned all yellow, and then
Super Hedgehog,
and then you get fucking the Dragon Balls. They have to summon Shenron. They have 7 gems to summon whatever they do in the Sonic verse.
The Chaos Emeralds and stuff like that.
Yeah, so it's like,
and then they was, you know, there's a lot of parallels they have. Like Vegeta is clearly Shadow. You know, like
stuff like that.
You know what I'm saying? You got your parallels, but like, so I want to talk about how there's technically not like a big 3 no more, and how the big 3 is changing, and how anime and manga are changing. Where manga mainly, that's where anime is based upon. They're dying really fast.
because if like the big three will always be the big three. Like you got the Godfather, Dragon Ball Z, of course. Then you got the big three: Naruto, Dragon Ball Z. Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. And then you got the new gen. The new gen is not bad. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad. And why we say it's dying is because the series is not lasting as long as how long old animes were lasting back in the day.
Like series are now only lasting like 5-6 years, 10 years tops.
Like don't get me wrong, 10 years is
That's a long time. That's
a decade.
That's almost half of my lifetime. But what I'm saying is like One Piece is like 20, finna be 30 years old.
They've been going on since before we were fucking born.
You see what I'm saying? Like, we got fandoms and stuff of old shit that haven't died. Stuff like anime, like, it's people like Gundam, is all types of stuff. Like people want Yu Yu Hakusho to get redone again. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
my favorite anime right
You know what I'm saying? Like this. It's all types of stuff. The old anime still got their fan base, and the new anime they either not getting a fan base or they're not getting like they be saying. I don't mean to be cliche, but let them cook. You know what I'm saying? Like let them develop the story. But in Shonen Jump is a very cutthroat place.
Yeah.
Like a lot of stuff in Shonen Jump don't make it a couple chapters. If you a person that read manga like I do, like I read something as soon as like literally the day to come out on my bootleg little app, and it'll only have 5 chapters and it'll never get any more than 5. And that was just to see if it would do how would it do, and I guess it didn't do well.
It's crazy because like you can some of the anime you can tell it's a ripoff of another anime in the new gen. Like if I can see, and what I mean by that is like, don't get me wrong, I like Mashle, but if the fact that I can compare that to One Punch Man for the sense of humor and fucking
Black Clover
because he doesn't have power and it's a wizard type themed show. How is that unique? That's basically just took 2 shows and combined it.
Yes and no, because it's like but it's not just them 2 shows. It's totally different.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Yeah, it got them 2 aspects of those shows, but the story go in a whole totally different way. Like I ain't gonna fake it. Like a lot of stuff back in the day, they used to stay in the same ballpark.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's a reason why things are called tropes. And we had, you know what I'm saying, that we have expected characters and how characters act, and like, oh my God, oh no, we seen his backstory out of nowhere. Oh, how we know you finna die? You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things about the rules of anime. You know what I'm saying? I wish people would break the rules more.
Yeah. So, with that being said, what would you think this current, not big 3 in a sense, but what's this current gen staple animes?
I'd say like
you can't say
My Hero Academia. I already know the ones I can't say, the original big 3. I say My Hero Academia. I say like Demon Slayer, and then for the third one, I really don't know. Like I'm trying to think. I guess
you ain't even say Jujutsu Kaisen.
I probably put, but I ain't gonna figure out of them. The reason I say My Hero is because like it was the first ones.
Yeah.
It was the first one to like try to sneak his way into the big 3.
Yeah, because motherfuckers was trying to sneak that in for
But then I guess I'll put JJK in there too. If not JJK, I put my honorable mention would be Chainsaw Man. But I would say My Hero. What the fuck did I say? I said
Demon Slayer.
Yeah, My Hero, Demon Slayer, and JJK. And my mention, once again, my honorable mention is Chainsaw Man. Like, what about you? What would you say, Eddie?
Okay, so I gotta put Demon Slayer in that because just how the the manga had ended hell ago.
Yeah.
And for them to just like for their fan base, the Japanese fan base to be that fucking crazy and craving for that show to get animated, you got it to be the number one selling manga still. You gotta put that in there. Then I'm gonna throw Chainsaw Man in there because I ain't gonna lie, I love that show is unique. I can't really think of nothing to compare it to. Like you would think, and why I say that is you would think it's going somewhere like another anime, and then it just take a whole different.
No, I understand that. Like, I ain't gonna fake it. I will compare it to kind of like Attack on Titan.
Really?
The reason I would say that is because it's like, you become the thing. So there's a special force that kills a certain type of thing. You join that force. When you join that force, you happen to also be the thing that they kill. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And there's other people like you, and that also kind of remind me of like Tokyo Ghoul. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you become that, and we gotta deal with like learn about your lineage.
I ain't even think about it like that.
Yeah, like that's. I'm not saying like it's the same, but like that's the way I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I call them like hypocritical cop movies because like they literally become the thing that they're trying to fight against. The same thing, like another new one that just came out, like Kaiju number 8. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's the one that's kind of like
Kaiju number 9 is brand new.
Okay.
And that's why like I kind of put in that too, because it's a kaiju force. A kaiju is a big special monster like King Kong or Godzilla.
Like Pacific Rim type shit.
Yeah, hella big monster.
Yeah, my brother be telling me about that.
So he become that. There's a kaiju force, and he want to be on the kaiju force to make peace for the world. And for some reasons, he get bit by something and become a kaiju. You know what I'm saying? He's still on the force. And that's the same thing. JJK like that too.
That's probably what I'm gonna put at my third one too, because I ain't gonna fake it. And even though the fucking season 2 animations wasn't as how the animators wanted to be themselves, that shit was still live, bro.
The story hella good.
The story hella good. Like, for those who don't read manga, the Colon Games, this next arc, this is probably one of my favorite arcs because you finna get introduced to Hikari, bro. Nigga who fighting fucking Jays, who don't even got reverse technique, curse technique, but this shit is so fucking godly. Then you got Yuta versus Yuji. Yuta in a 3v3, a 1v1, v1, where the fucking everybody used their domain expansion. You got Gojo versus Sukuna. Colon Games, I'm not gonna lie. If they animate that shit right,
yeah, oh my god,
it could be in my top 5 arcs.
Yeah, of all time.
If they animate that shit right, because even fucking I can't even say that because that's a steal right there. Megami, the Sukuna, Megami versus Sukuna.
Yeah, but what I was gonna say is like, yeah. So like, just to sum up this episode, I think everything is anime because anime is animation, cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
And the second part is like, they need to start letting these anime cook and develop longer. And also, I think people need to start just posting their stuff on their own. You don't need to be on Shonen Jump. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of y'all be having hella good stories and they get cut because of Shonen is a very competitive environment that looks for massive numbers in short amount of time, and that's who they reward. And if you don't get that, regardless of your story is getting closed. So I feel like you guys need to independently make your story, and then if somehow Shonen gets a front of it, then you use that Shonen money to just make it better. That's what One Punch Man did. There's two versions of One Punch Man. You got the original webcomic, and then you got the Murata version, the version that's the manga that's getting drawn up.
Like, Squid Games got rejected multiple times by Netflix before it became what it was, becoming the #1 selling show on Netflix. So,
And we all waiting on the season 2.
Just do what you want with that information.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
fuck y'all.